Miami Dolphins Hafley details qualities he looks for at key positions. Welcome back to the Finstock by Rolling with Carlos channel. Welcome back, NFL fans. Welcome back, Dolphin fans. Welcome back, Finstock family. As we continue to try to grow this Finstock by Rolling with Carlos channel, we're at 78 subscribers. I hope you're liking the content. Leave me down in the comments, and let's get active down in the comments and spread this channel out so we continue to grow this Finstock family. And merch will be coming soon. In today's video, we're going to talk qualities new Miami Dolphins head coach looks for at a key position. The key position being defensive back and quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and read to you the article and then give you my thoughts. The title of this article, Dolphins Hafley details qualities he looks for at key position he must address in the draft. And this article was written by the Sun Sentinel, and I'll tell you by who. David Furones. It was written on April the 2nd, about 4 days ago, but it intrigued my peak, and I wanted to do it this week for you guys. The Miami Dolphins will need to find quality players in the secondary in the coming draft. They're in the midst of remodeling the unit and the first wave of free agency. The only added economical options and veterans at or near minimum contracts. With 2 picks in the first round and 7 picks in the first 3, it's seemingly highly likely Miami finds rookie cornerbacks and safeties to add. Luckily for the Dolphins, new coach Jeff Hafley has a background in coaching defensive backs. Speaking at the NFL annual meetings at the Arizona Biltmore this week, he detailed what he looks for at cornerback while evaluating talent. There's 3 things when I watch a corner's tape, when I evaluate tape, that I always look for and look at, Hafley stated. There's 3 levels of play that I want to see if they can win at. One is the line of scrimmage. I call that level 1. Can they win at the line? Can he press? Can he make a guy stop and start his feet? Can he use his hands? Is he quick enough to challenge direction? Can he take good cutoff angles? When a guy steps out and goes in, is he fast enough to come back inside? So can he win there? Level 2 is all intermediate routes, all the break-in digs, the cornerbacks. Can he drop his hips? Can he accelerate out of cuts? Or can he a high hip guy that can't do that? And maybe he doesn't have to do that because he wins so well at the line of scrimmage. And then level 3 is, can he win downfield? Can he make plays downfield? As Hafley works in conjunction with new general manager John Eric Sullivan to craft a draft board, he understands it's a rare commodity to find cornerbacks who thrive at all 3 levels. I don't know if you're going to find many that can be elite. Level 1, level 2, or level 3, Hafley said. Those are the Darrelle Revises of the world and the Hall of Famers. I've been fortunate enough to see some of the guys and coach some of those guys. But then you look to see, can they at least do 2 or 3? Then I go from there. And then it's, can they do 1 out of 3? If they can't do any out of 3, then we're probably going to have to find a different player. The Dolphins starting cornerbacks last season, Rasul Douglas and Jack Jones, are free agents. Cater Cole, a nickel corner with the team the past 4 seasons, who missed 2025 due to an ACL, went to the Kansas City Chiefs in free agency. Miami returns rising second-year cornerback Jason Marshall Jr., along with Storm Duck Juju Brents, who also had injuries curtail their season last year. In free agency, the Dolphins brought in Darrell Baker Jr., who has starting experience with the Tennessee Titans, Marco Wilson, and Alex Austin. They also have Ethan Bonner, AJ Green III, Ethan Robinson, Isaiah Johnson, Jason Maitre among players vying for roster spots. At safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, who transitioned to play nickel last season, was traded. Veterans Ashton Davis and Ifeatu Malifonwu are free agents. The Dolphins brought in Lonnie Johnson Jr. and Zane Anderson as free agents, while Dante Trader Jr. entered his second season. Hafley also detailed his core principles for identifying viable safeties. Intelligence instincts are very important for me, he said. I want guys who can think on their feet. I want guys who can call the game through those guys. Can kind of react and communicate with me and tell me what they see. I kind of play the game within the game, with the opposing quarterbacks, with those guys. I want the guys that understand the game, can think on their feet, because they're out there alone at the point and have good instincts. And then you've got to get a great tackler. That's so important. You're the guy who's kind of like the eraser. And when anything bad happens, you've got to get the guy down, or it's going to be a touchdown. The ball can't get behind you. And then the skill sets after that is there's some that are really good in man coverage. Some have real good range. Some are really physical. Some have it all. I like the way my opinion, I like the way Jeff Hafley evaluates talent. And I like the way that he breaks it up into three. He understands that he might find a player with traits 1, 2, but it's very hard to find a player that has all three traits or all three levels, like he calls it. And those are the elite cornerbacks or defensive backs. So he's looking for players that have level 1 or level 2, and I like that because that tells me he's looking for a specific type defensive back. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and like always, I appreciate your support. Let's continue to grow this Finstock family, and like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Dolphins.